Namaste, everyone, and welcome to the second Anchor the Light meditation for Wednesday. So before we start, let's ask for divine blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. You can pray to whoever you like. To my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguju Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. Right, so welcome. And tonight, we'll talk a little bit about Om Mani Padme Hum. You know, it's a very universal mantra. A lot of you who were at Tony Robbins' event, you remember Tony's wife, Sage Robbins, chanted Om Mani Padme Hum. And it's funny, before we did the meditation, she said, make sure you tell the people about the context of it, because people don't know what it is. They might think it's Buddhist. They might think it's, it's only Asian or something like that. So I said, okay, I got it. And essentially, the way my teacher explained it is it's a universal mantra of mercy and compassion. It's attributed to Kuan Yin, the mother of compassion. However, it's been chanted for thousands and thousands of years by millions of people. If you want to know more about it, for now, there's this book written by my teacher. A lot of you have seen it already. It's Om Mani Padme Hum. Excuse me. The Blue Pearl in the Golden Lotus Flower. Okay, there's actually a course in it where we go into in detail, but enough for you to work with it today. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om is a universal sound. You know that already. Mani means jewel in Sanskrit. Padme is flower, or the lotus flower. Hum is like, so be it. Okay, that's the simpler way of explaining it. However, if you want to go in more detail, it's something like this. A lot of spiritual teachers talk about the importance of the pineal gland, right? The pineal gland. It's not the pineal gland itself. It's what's inside the pineal gland. As you will learn, part of your esoteric anatomy or your secret anatomy, spiritual anatomy, it's not just having your aura and your chakras, but within your energy body are 3 storage units, okay? And it's covered in this, it's covered in the Achieving Oneness class that a lot of you took already. It's taught in many schools. Well, you have to go a little deeper. It's like having 3 hard drives, okay? These 3 particles are like storage units. One of them is in your heart that records everything we do physically. Okay, everything you do, good, bad, kind, unkind, all that is recorded in there. And then there's another one in your solar plexus, in your liver, that records every feeling we've ever had. Same thing, positive or negative. Then in the center of your head, inside your pineal gland, is a bluish violet particle, which in South India is called the blue pearl. That records every thought we ever had. Okay, so if you go in more detail, you say, oh, what's that got to do with me? That means that's where all, quote unquote, our karma is stored. And then when the body dies, these 3 hard drives are pulled up to the higher soul through your spiritual cord and kept in your higher soul. There's a bunch of cabinets in there, okay? That compartment, or that storage compartment, the big one, is called the causal body. I'm oversimplifying, but some of you who are new, you go, what the heck is he talking about? I'm using everyday terms. So all the data is stored of every thought, every emotion, every action we did. That information is what a lot of people call the Akashic records. Now, the funny part is when you talk about people, oh yeah, I read the Akashic records. What is it? They don't have a clue. They just say, well, it's a record of some universal something. I get it. They're very sensitive. They're very intuitive. But if you're a spiritual scientist, if you might remember a few months ago, we had this full moon meditation with lecture. We talk about the difference between a mystic and a spiritual scientist. So the mystic are a lot of the saints. They sing praises to God. They bliss out. They feel the intense love of God, and they do lots of service. The spiritual scientist is like an engineer. They go, let's see what's happening to the esoteric anatomy. If you have a physical anatomy, you must have an energetic anatomy. If you have physical organs, you might have energy organs. Make sense? You have a physical body, you have physical organs. You have an energy body, the aura. Your energy organs are the chakras. Some people go, I never thought of it that way. Then you go deeper. You have glands, you have blood, you have lymph nodes, you have other liquids in there and whatever else. Same thing. In your energy body, there are also many different distinctions of different organs. And all that data is also stored. So when the body dies, when you leave this earthly incarnation, that data has to be stored somewhere. It's not just one of those, it just goes into the universal field. It goes to an actual compartment. Make sense? So that's why, if you think about it, we have a link to our past that determines our present, and whatever we decide now based on our link to the past, we're able to plan for the future. It's based on data. Now, the purpose of this talk right now is not to go into that because it's pretty intricate. Okay, the ones who took Achieving Oneness with the Higher Soul or the Mani Padme Hum we went to in detail. But what I want to cover more importantly is that jewel in the center of your head. And so, in this image here, you might notice there's a dot in between the eyebrows. Okay, I don't know if you can see that on that screen. So oftentimes, you look at the statues of the Lord Buddha, there's a bump there. And so people think, that's the third eye. It depends on who the teacher is. If the teacher is like very, very detailed and really want to make sure that you have, very precise and accurate information, they say, no, that's not it. What it is actually, it's showing it here, but it's describing the particle inside your head. So when you do a lot of meditation, your blue pearl, which is the energy particle in the center of your head, starts to vibrate. That's why some of you, when you're meditating, you feel a very subtle vibration. So when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, there are many levels through. One of them is when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, it triggers the pineal gland, that energy particle. Okay? Simultaneously, when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum with a purpose, that mantra basically radiates a certain type of energy that pierces, it pierces through physical, emotional, emotional, mental, and different dimensions, and soothes the pains and suffering of all beings. That's why it's a mantra of mercy and compassion. Come on, the word love is not just English, right? Every culture has their own name. So Om Mani Padme Hum, although it's oftentimes referred to as a Buddhist mantra, the energy behind it is of love, unconditional love, mercy, and compassion to all beings. So when you chant it, don't get stuck, it's Buddhist, I'm Christian, I'm Muslim, all this. And then you're losing the whole part of oneness. Make sense? And to burst your bubble, the Buddha was not Buddhist. Jesus was not a Christian. Those are labels we put on. Get the idea? So, grow up. Some people go, but I'm this. Look, when you strip away the body, the emotions, and thought, and your belief system, you are a spiritual being with no religion, no gender, no sex, no color, nothing. You're just pure light. Get over it. Some people still get fixed, but I'm this, I'm that. That's one of the reasons why you create misery for yourself. But when you realize we are all spiritual beings learning through this earthly journey, then you start to notice what real compassion really is. Because you got to see this guy, this woman, might have a different suit, may have a different shell. But when you strip away that shell of body, emotions, and thoughts, deep down, they're made in the image of God. So when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, you're not going to say, the ones who are like me be blessed. How stupid is that? Right? That's why it's a mantra of mercy, compassion. It just so happened it is through the Buddhist tradition that it was given. So don't get fixated. Clear? So when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum with intention, this energy radiates everywhere. Now, a lot of you were with me last night in the Prosperity Zen workshop. By the way, that's available. That's playing every 4 hours. If you still want to, watch it and do all the exercises, the techniques, just go to, you have this here. It's just go to mastercode.org. It's still there. Okay, you can register. If you register, you can just keep going back to it. Okay. Anyway, one of the things that we had there is teaching you how to use Om Mani Padme Hum to bless your projects and your life. In fact, if you study certain books on Om Mani Padme Hum is oftentimes called the wish fulfilling mantra. You go, wow, where's my lamp? Okay? Now, you have to understand the context why it's called the wish fulfilling mantra. There are many, many aspects of it. Number one, when you do the meditation, when you chant it, it has a purifying effect on your thoughts, emotions, and your energy body. So that cleanses you of negative thoughts, negative emotions, which changes your perception. So you're the kind of person, if you have a lot of ill will, you're upset with someone, you want to get even, a lot of that is flushed out. So it prevents you from doing stupid things, at least minimize. So when that happens, it prevents you or minimizes you from generating negative karma. Start there. So that's on one part of it. Another part of it, when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum and you're letting the energy flow through you to bless all beings around you, well, it is in giving that you receive. So you generate good karma as you use it to bless others. Increases your good luck. Then the third part of it, as you do this over and over again, you have to realize in the universe, there are many levels of existence. There's the physical world, which is the densest part. You have the etheric world, astral world, mental world, and keep going. And if we have inhabitants in the physical world, you have also inhabitants in the different worlds. So before anything happens materially, it first happens energetically. You heard that before already. As above, so below. What the heck is above? It happens on the 10th floor before it comes to the first floor? No, it's not talking about physical distance. It's talking about as above as the higher frequencies. Make sense? Lower frequency below is the material world. So when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum and you bless every person and every being, guess what? You have the help of certain angelic beings, nature spirits who are in charge of manifestation. Some of you going, this is getting too weird, man. What did you drag me over here? This weird dude is talking about energy beings. Hello, you're an energy being. You're just wrapped up in a human suit. When the body dies, you strip off the body, you still exist. Guess what? You're an energy being. So get over it. Okay? Now, you talk about angels. Angels are energy beings. There are many classes of them. So, in certain spiritual teachings, this is what they say. They say the angelic kingdom is a parallel race to the human kingdom. Parallel races. One of these days, we'll have a course on the angelic kingdom. I think some of you might be interested. Show me some feedback later on if you're interested. It's a 4-hour course where we go into detail that these are different classes of angels and different traditions, and some are in charge of weather, some are in charge of manifestation, some are in charge of religion, health, so on, so on, so on. And if you have a better understanding, it's easier for you to communicate with them. Okay? Anyway, that's beside the point. So, when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, you don't choose where the energy goes. Because when you invoke, and you project the energy, you say, may every person, every being. So literally, you're like a light that radiates energy in every direction, above, below, left, right, everywhere. Make sense? So if you're a good person, you have good intention, you have good karma, a lot of these guys, this angelic kingdom, oftentimes they're called the form builders. Form? Like the construction workers. So they construct the pattern in the energy world to allow it to physicalize. So if they like you, and you have good karma, it makes sense that your wish gets fulfilled. Make sense? Now, of course you say, well, I'm not chanting it for that. I'm chanting because I'm a good person. Get over your guilt. It has nothing to do with it. You do it, it is the effect. Make sense? That's how it works. You chant, your intention is to bless, everything happens by itself. It's just that what we want to do here in Anchor the Light and all the classes you take with me, we want to make sure you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Because that certainty is so important. So you will continue doing it because you know why you're doing it, right? And when times like you don't feel like doing it because of whatever reason happening in life, you go, I have certainty. This is important because it does this, so on, so on. So you will do it. That's why we explain everything we do. Well, almost everything. Certain things are too weird even for me, so I don't tell you. But some of these, as much as I can, I spill it because the way I was taught by my teacher is this. If you don't tell the students what they're doing and why they're doing it, chances are they won't practice because they don't see the value of what they're learning. So sometimes I over-explain it because for me, I study engineering. I want to know how'd you go from point A to point F? Well, because A is equal to B, B is equal to C, therefore, I see, it makes sense. Then I do it. If you tell me, just trust me, I go, sayonara, bye. My teacher's never said that to me. He's never said that, just trust me. No, he'll say, this is this, therefore this, therefore this. Anyway, you make your own decision. Of course, me being an engineer, I go, what do you think I am, a dummy? You just explain me this caused this, so of course I will do it. But if you just said, just do it because trust me, I won't do it. So I assume everybody that's trying to learn here are like that. So if I over-explain it to you, just cover your ears. The rest who want to learn, you learn. And so, for example, the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, it's universally known, but very few people know the details. And I didn't even tell you everything yet. However, here's the best news of all. As you do it over and over again, that energy of Om Mani Padme Hum start to permeate your system. And it gets easier and easier to be a good person. You have to try, I want to be a good person. I don't want these negative thoughts. Those things become second nature because as the energy flows through you, it weaves itself into your energy body. So mercy and compassion starts becoming part of your nature. You don't have to try to be compassionate. It is part of your being. And if you look at the world today, not just in the United States, but different parts of the world, people are very intelligent, very smart, and they use that intelligence and smartness to do stupid things. Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? They're smart, but they use their mind to rationalize doing dumb things like hurting people. What? So that's why they need quadruple dose of Om Mani Padme Hum. Cleaning. Get the idea? So anyway, the way my teacher did it, the way he explained it is to make the intensity more palpable is when you do meditation Twin Hearts, we chant Om Mani Padme Hum. That's why he actually recorded a meditation Twin Hearts called Meditation Loving Kindness with Om Mani Padme Hum. So tonight, we'll do the meditation Twin Hearts, but we'll do Om Mani Padme Hum with it. Okay? Now, you might remember, if you've been with me since last March, on certain occasions, if there's an earthquake or there's some calamity in some country or there's some areas that need mass amounts of help, you notice we will do meditation Twin Hearts and we will chant Om Mani Padme Hum. It is exactly for that purpose. Because people are suffering so much, we can target that energy towards that area. And you might notice that sometimes if there's, like some of you are asking, there's wildfires in Australia. We can target the energy there as we're doing the blessing. Bless all the beings of the fire, the water, the air with Om Mani Padme Hum. I know, for some of you who are new, they go, man, this is getting a little strange. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna get more normal. Because the longer we do this, the more I assume that if you stayed, you're at least open to learning more. So if you think it's gonna get more normal, you might as well sign off now, because we're not gonna get more normal. It's in trying to be normal that you don't touch your soul's real potential. Because what people think is normal is their perception. And most people's perception is so attached to the material world, they forget they're a spiritual being living in the material world. And that spiritual being is composed of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual essence. And when you start talking about emotional essence, mental essence as energy, that's when it gets a little strange. But if you're interested, guess what? Whatever you're watching, is a fire hose. So we'll give it to him a lot. Okay? So if you're ready, let's do meditation Twin Hearts with Mani Padme Hum. Okay, let me fix this camera here. Earlier it toppled down. It's not because of Kundalini energy. It's because the stand fell. All right. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahagu Jimeiling, to Buddha Kuan Yin, Buddha Sakyamuni, the Lord Christ, and all the higher beings, thank you for your blessings. Thank you for using us as vessels and instruments to bring love, mercy, and compassion to the entire world. In full faith, so it is. Your left hand, tap your heart center. Your right hand, tap your crown. Raise your hands in blessing. Now be aware of your heart and your hands. Just flood the earth. Just imagine the earth the size of a little ball with beautiful pink light. May the earth be blessed with peace and love. Just shower the earth with beautiful pink light. Our hearts are one. Our souls are one. There is only oneness. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. May every person, every being on earth be blessed with peace and with love. Just saturate the entire earth with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's just think of all the people we know who are going through challenging times. Maybe with their health, their finances, their relationships, their spiritual life. Visualize their lives turning around, getting better. Flood them with beautiful pink light. Visualize their life getting much, much better. Bless them with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. So be it. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Bless every person, every being with spiritual light. So be it. And where there is sadness, let me sow a tremendous amount of joy. May all be blessed without exception. So be it. Now be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale and stay there. Now be aware of your crown, and from your crown imagine golden light flowing down through your hands to the earth. Fill the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. Blessings be to all. So be it. Fill the earth with so much golden light. Bless your family, your relatives, your friends. Bless everyone with beautiful golden light. May all be blessed with peace, love, and kindness. So be it. Yes, say our hearts are one, our souls are one. Now be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Imagine even brighter golden light pouring out of our hands to the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all sentient beings in every direction, every dimension, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May God's mercy and compassion permeate every person, every being, in every world. So be it. May all be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, with goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. May all be blessed without exception. May all be blessed. Just let the energy flow through us. Just repeat with me. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. We're one with God, we're one with all. There is only oneness. Be still. Continue flooding the earth with golden light. And just allow your soul, your entire being, to chant with me. Om Mani Padme Hum, the mantra of mercy and compassion. And just let it fill every soul, every being, with unconditional love, mercy, and compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Direct it to your family, your loved ones. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May all be blessed, without exception. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let that love, mercy, compassion fill our souls, our entire being, and share it with every person, every being in all of creation. Om Mani Padme Hum. Can you feel the energy flowing through? May all be blessed, without exception. Om Mani Padme Hum. Blessings be to all. Blessings be to all. So be it. So be it. So it is. Now lower your hands on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. A few inches floating above your head. Imagine a beautiful golden light, a golden sun just floating above your crown. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown and into that golden sun. And stay there. From within that golden sun, just silently chant Om Mani Padme Hum and let that beautiful sun radiate light to every dimension. Om Mani Padme Hum. Be still. Om Mani Padme Hum. Be still and let your light shine through every dimension. Higher worlds, middle worlds, lower worlds. Every dimension, every world is illuminated by unconditional love, mercy, and compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum. Just be still. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let go. Allow your soul to swim in an infinite ocean of light, an infinite ocean of love. Just let go. Now. Gently, very slowly, come back to your body. Gently and slowly come back to your body now. If you want, you can gently wiggle your fingers, your toes. That will help you come back faster. Retain that stillness and awareness. Raise your hand in blessing again. Release the excess energy our bodies cannot absorb. So first, picture the people you love in front of you. Flood them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. Bless your job, your career with success and with progress, and prosperity too. So be it. May all be blessed. Blessings be to all. If you know anyone who could use healing energy, prosperity energy, relationship healing, just flood them with golden light. Let all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it, and so it is. Now aim your hands down, put your attention on your feet, your hands at the base of your spine, just put your golden light down into the earth. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Let Mother Earth and all her children be healed, regenerated, revitalized, and blessed. So be it, and so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, thank you for the blessings, the love, the light, the healing, and especially the privilege, the honor, and the opportunity to be of service to the world. We thank you in full faith. So be it. Om. Amen. Amin. Tatastu. And so it is. Okay? Unless you're just completely numb, you might have felt a slight difference between meditation Twin Hearts and meditating with Om Mani Padme Hum. And of course, in the last part, we added some special sauce to kind of put some booster rockets. All right? So just a few announcements, and we'll let you go. Friday, remember Friday is Healing Day. So for the ones who are not there with us last night or this morning, so Friday, we have two sessions, right? The morning session is for emotional healing, for emotional clearing, whatever is going through in your life. The evening session, or the second session, is for prosperity healing. And the prosperity healing is going to be patterned after the Prosperity Zen, which if you have not attended yet, again, it's free. You just register. It's there. Where we talk about two things. One is conscious purging of negative thoughts and negative emotions, poverty consciousness, and conscious imprinting. You print it in. So the first part is we're going to disintegrate, these unworthiness to be successful. Or some of you are angry with money. Whatever it is, we're going to disintegrate those. That's the conscious, and that's the key part, conscious purging. All right? Otherwise, if you don't purge it out, there's a tendency to subconsciously create the same problem or self-sabotage. Then we replace it with the conscious imprinting. In other words, create positive thoughts and energy. Then we print it, not print, but imprint it into aura and chakras. So it's like an algorithm that works in the background, just helps us to focus on prosperity. Okay? We'll do that on the evening session. And if you want more details, just sign on to the Prosperity Zen, which is on massacre.org. Go to it. It's about almost 2 hours of a workshop, and make sure you take notes. Okay, so we're going to do that Friday. Now, every Friday, what we're doing is we're going to rotate it. This Friday, morning is emotional healing, evening is prosperity healing. Next Friday, we flip it. Morning is prosperity healing, evening is emotional healing. Because I realize we have our world audience from I don't know how many countries. So sometimes the time zones don't work, so we do our best to adjust to you. All right? Now, next week is Chinese New Year. Me Chinese. Okay. Anyway, next week's Chinese New Year. It's the year of the ox. So I know it's not a full moon, whatever, but the ones who are interested will have a special session, just a short lecture and meditation on Chinese New Year. Okay? That's going to be, I believe it's the 12th. All right. And a few days after that is Valentine's Day. So what we're doing, and we'll let you know more about this when my staff has it ready, we had a course that we had every year for relationship healing. It's a 2-part course. Each one of it is, I think, an hour something, almost 2 hours each, if I'm not mistaken. So that course was available at a certain price. What we're doing this Valentine's Day is we're going to have it available for you at no charge, because a lot of people out there with a pandemic, with being in close quarters for too long, sometimes it causes friction. So we'll have it available for you, no charge. It's going to start on the 13th. So it's going to be available for 1 week. Okay? No cost, no charge, whatever. If you want to donate, great. If you don't want to, regardless, drag your partner and say, watch this. And we'll give him a go. Be nice to me. No, I'm kidding. Okay? We just call it relationship healing, the energetic approach. Okay? You're going to use energy. In other words, just like you project love, you clean the negative thoughts and emotions, and a big part of it, just to give you a little clue, is like this. We have a tendency to treat a relationship like a science project. If their partner screws up, a tiny mistake, you put a microscope on it and say, you see, you screwed up. You forgot all the good things they've ever done for you. And you just keep an inventory of all the screw-ups, but you kind of forget all the good things they sacrificed for you. Sounds familiar? So we'll talk about that. It's in there. Again, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. You want to donate, great. If not, regardless, it's to help you guys out. Okay? It's going to be available, no charge. We want to make sure that all your relationships are better, because a lot of times it's what we do energetically that is actually making the relationship worse or better. Okay? So that's going to be next week. And I think that's it. All right, we will see you Friday morning, and make sure you have your bucket of salt water, because we're going to flush a lot of crap, and you want to make sure that the salt and water breaks it down. Okay, for the ones who are new, you can get a bucket. Your feet are going to be in it. So, water is about this much, maybe 1 or 2 buckets, depending how big your feet are. A handful of salt and some lavender oil. So when the divine energy comes down, we do the healing meditation, all that negative energy is disintegrated. That's the secret behind why the Lord Jesus washed the feet of the apostles. Of course, their feet were dirty. Not only because we were taught he wanted to show humility, a big part of it, it's known on the verse afterwards where Peter said, Rabbi or teacher, I don't want you to wash my feet. The Lord Jesus said, if you don't let me wash your feet, you have no part of me. Now you do realize for a disciple, that's basically being kicked out. And that's a big deal. For what? For not letting me wash your feet? That's why you have to study deeper. The aura is brightest on the top and progressively gets dimmer. In other words, the spiritual light, gets trapped with anger, resentment, and whatever blockages. So at some point, it builds up from the knee down. So when you wash the feet, it like unclogged it, it flowed through. You like the sound effect? Clear? So when we do our meditation with our feet in salt water, and you're listening to the lecture and all, that energy is flowing to you, stuff is already being released. That's why we talk to some people who did this. They go, yeah, I sleep better, I have more clarity, I'm calmer. Putting my feet in salt water and doing meditation, and water and salt is cheap. And yet people complain. What else are you going to do with these people? Hey, that's why in India they say, you can guide the horse into water, but you cannot make them drink. We give you as many tools and techniques and everything else. We don't even charge you for it, and you still complain. Just go away. We don't need you. The ones who want to listen will aim a fire hose at you, so you have all the teachings, you have all the techniques, so your life will massively improve for one objective. Make your life better so you can serve more people. All right? So if that's what you want, stick around. Namaste, everyone. We wish you much happiness and joy. We will see you Friday morning. God bless. And again, the part on discerning poverty consciousness and thoughts, go to mastercode.org. And if you haven't registered, the ones who already have, you can go back as many times as you like. It's playing every 4 hours. Okay? Namaste. Take care. We will see you Friday.